Good morning. It is raining out here. We're in Hope and we're gonna zoom up Highway 3 here. Put up my cameras. So this is one of those little half loads. Not even the lead trailer is full. Total of 16 lifts of dunnage. Nice easy one, but there's no way for me to safely get up on top of that one to put a camera mount up, so I'm using my side load camera mount. Hopefully it's raining hard enough that the rain will beat off of the cameras and make decent video. We'll see here shortly. Throw you guys up here. Hammer down. And see what we get. All right, hammer down. Whoa, that was obnoxiously loud.
Turn left on Highway 1, then take the ramp ahead.
See how this goes. Yeah, I wasn't expecting rain today. I don't know if that means snow on top of the mountains. I'm
the ramp ahead.
Assuming that means snow on top of the mountains. All right. Hammer down. Let's get out to Trans-Canada Highway number 1. Camera mount broke as I was mounting the load cam, so put a different mount there, and I haven't calibrated it yet, so I think it's going to be a little bit crooked, but we'll fine tune it for next time. I'm gonna have to buy myself some more mounts.
Continue on Highway 1.
All our lights are on. Raining pretty good out here. And with the fifth wheel that far back, I'm gonna try them. How do you get any weight on your drives? Train. All right, so today morning I delivered at Home Depot Bulk, their warehouse in Surrey. Got there at 7:30, unstrapped almost all the straps. They called me in at 8. Took them an hour to unload me. I don't know why some of these people take so long to unload me, but he was tagging and barcoding every single lift, and there were over 90 lifts. So yeah, took a little while. And then I had a load. I had 3 POs, 3 separate orders to pick up in Delta. Show up. just asked me for the PO, and I got 3 of them. I gave him the first one. He goes, that one got picked up in July. Next. Yep, that one got picked up in July too. Okay, third and final PO. That one has not been picked up, but yet the wrong yard. You want to go to Richmond and load there for that load. Okay, I called the boss and said, hey, these two loads don't exist and the other one's at a different yard. And he goes, okay, give me just 5 minutes to call the customer and figure this out. Made some phone calls. Customer indeed did give us the wrong invoices. And there was no load there.
Take exit 177 on the right to Highway 3 East.
And the boss just goes, instead of you driving over the Portman Bridge? No, Alex Fraser Bridge. Instead of crossing the bridge, why don't you pick up the other driver's load, our buddy Jeff's load, literally a block down, Leslie Forest in Delta. Pick up that load of dunnage and deliver that one to Klesnikoff, north of Castlegar. And then he'll give the other driver maybe partial of that other order. Silly game sometimes. Most customers are organized. They know exactly what they want us to do. There's some customers that are so disorganized. It's ridiculous. So that turns today into a much busier day. Adds about 2 hours of driving to my day. I thought I'd have an early day off today, but negative. But that's okay. What it does is set me a little bit ahead tomorrow. I was worried about tomorrow's schedule because it sounds like I'm loading at Fruitvale, Veneer, back up to Savannah. With Klesnikoff instead of the Grand Forks delivery, I'll be much closer to Fruitvale. For picking that one up and heading up to Savannah. Haven't decided which road I'll take for that one, Highway 33 or 5A from Princeton to Connector again. Man, that was an awesome bonus video. I recorded a bonus video 2 weekends ago, going from Princeton to the Connector. What a beautiful drive that is.
Be in middle of the 2 right lanes, then take the exit to Highway 3 East.
I titled the video, the best video I've ever recorded. It was just so beautiful in fall colors. I really like that one. Of course, every time I think I recorded the best video, I get less views. And then I get this boring video somewhere where I didn't spend any effort into it. It's like, here's a boring video. I'll just throw it up because I just don't have the time to put real effort into this one. And all of a sudden that one gets like 7,000 views. And I'm like, what? The one I put lots of effort into gets 1,000 views.
Highway 3.
No effort, 7,000 views. Still counting. get ourselves as much momentum as we can. Get ready for that hard climb up Hope Slide here. Go. I could not hit it at speed limit, and like we only have half a load, but still doing 90 and 100. Our four-way flashers on. So Jess is still dealing with Garmin. So I bought a brand new Garmin diesel GPS. I bought an old, when I first started trucking 7 years ago, I bought a Garmin diesel, and that Garmin lasted me 7 years. And then about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago now, we bought a brand new Garmin diesel because that one was really starting to act up. And the new one, within weeks, the touch screen failed on it. It was just terrible. Almost completely unusable till it became completely unusable. It's like, I love these Garmin. The last Garmin diesel was absolutely awesome, and this one is just terrible. So Jess contacted customer service. Actually, very good customer service. So Jess said what problems we were having. They responded with other things to try, including things we already had tried. That's one tick against them for telling us to do things we already told them we did. But whatever, it's the first time that dispatcher, that worker told us to do it, so that's okay. Quite foggy here. This is pretty cool. After a couple of back and forth troubleshooting, their response was 2 options. Either send in your old GPS, and once we get the old one, we'll send you a new one, or pay $300 deposit. We'll send you a new one right away, and then send your old one back when you get the new one. So we did that, paid the $300, so they still owe us $300. The old one is, I think they just received the old one this week. And then this new one here has all these white spots on the screen. The bottom left quarter has these white spots, like, it's got to be like 15, 20 little white spots, like, that are brighter on the screen than anywhere else. So Jess has been contacting them with that. They're super nice, apologizing, and said that's something that doesn't happen very often, but they will send us a new one, this time for no charge, because they still haven't returned their $300 from the last one, and they will work on returning that $300 to us immediately, and they will send us a new GPS if we send this one back. This time we don't need to put in a $300 deposit, just promise to send this one back. So we've done that, or Jess is currently working on that. We'll see if the third time's a charm, if we get a decent GPS this time, and maybe one that'll last. Hopefully. Because I really like the last Garmin diesel, and I really like the new one. It's lighter, smaller bezel, and I bought the smallest one for trucking, Garmin diesel. I don't need a huge screen on the dashboard, just a small one. So hopefully they get that resolved. Once we get the new one and I've used it for a little bit, I'll give you guys a review on how I like it. If I like it or don't like it, or if I recommend buying or not buying. Customer service has been good. Gotta give them that. 2 units in a row that were garbage, not so cool. I mean, so far this thing has nothing wrong with it other than the annoying white spots on it. I guess it's not really white spot, just brighter spots. Almost to the top here. It's 12 degrees Celsius, so no danger of snow here. Doing 50 kilometers an hour. At least we're not doing 25 kilometers an hour. Not going to be able to see Hope Slide today in this kind of thick fog. Let's get up to speed. So this is one of my favorite sections of Highway 3. If I didn't run Highway 3 on a daily basis and Highway 3 wasn't getting boring for me, this would be the section of Highway 3 I would recommend for people. Hey buddy, what are you doing in the left lane there? Now we get the flats over here, Sunshine Valley, and then we work our way through a very twisty, gnarly, narrow little section of highway. Beautiful swampy area over here. Always love it. Love this section. Apparently you're going to make a left-hand turn. Okay. At least you didn't make a right-hand turn. Very fine range, so you can't, it doesn't, yeah, just barely got a little bit bigger. The sound it makes on the windshield is completely different when it's at fine rain versus a little bigger rain. I like the big raindrops where you really hear it on the windshield. Two cars behind me in the left lane, but not making any time on me. So that's a little confusing to me. It'd be awesome if they decided if they wanted to pass me or just cut in behind me. All right, one of the cars has had enough and passed that car on the right and then zip back into the left. So the second car has decided to pass me, but the first car has not decided so yet. I love following this river here. This river, so in Hope, before we made it to the Hope Slide Summit, all that water flows into the Fraser River, ends up in the ocean through the Fraser River. All this water flows into the Skagit River and goes through Skagit Valley in Washington. Here we go. Decided that they found speed finally. So this is all this water ends up in Skagit Valley and flows through the ocean via Skagit River. This is not the Skagit River. Once we make it through the 50-kilometer hairpin corner, then we follow Skagit River. Are you going to be slow around all these corners? Is this what we're going to do here? You didn't know if you wanted to pass me for a couple miles. Now that it's 2-lane, you've decided you're going to be slow. So obnoxious. If you're going to be fast, be fast. If you're going to be slow, be slow. Don't jump back and forth. Well, you guys enjoy the beautiful scenery. I'm going to focus on this car. Why are we slowing down up a little hill? Consistency, that's what I want. I just want consistency, that's all. And I know how to drive. I know how to treat you. I know if I... Don't pass me if you're not going to be consistent. The rain is starting to slow right down. After this hairpin, I better never see you again, white car.
I don't know if you got the ears on, but fuck, that should be a full truck match. Thank you.
I guess they didn't like me being on their bumper either. Thank you. I at least appreciate that. Maybe they've learned a lesson. Is there any snow up on those mountains? I don't see any snow, but you guys have a wider angle than I do. Peaks seem pretty clear of snow. Must be a little too warm. Now, get the 50-kilometer corner here. And a bit of a climb. The nice thing is we're fairly light and we're not super top heavy. Like yesterday's load was fairly top heavy. It was tall. It was a tall load. Misting now, which is actually terrible for the outside cameras, but yeah, we get what we get, right? Got some beautiful fall colors, very vibrant in the rain. like the rain washes all the leaves off and you get more higher contrast colors. Empty logging truck coming down the mountain. Here's the Knarly section. It's Nass Creek. Some beautiful viewpoints over here around this Knarly section. I don't know how the outside camera is doing. Hopefully we get some decent viewpoints here down to the bottom of the valley. I'm looking forward to doing shots like this in the winter with the load cam, because this is the first year we've thought of using a load cam. Tried running closer to the barriers to give you guys a good view. There's actually a little bit of blue sky ahead. I guess I could have just waited to record and then it would have been a nice dry video, but how was I supposed to know that? That is the Skagit River beside us over here. There we go. That's Skagit River crossing right there. If you guys live in Washington, you guys are going to be like, that tiny little creek is Skagit River? Yep. This is the source of your river. Huge raging river. Cross Skagit River again. That right there is Skagit River. Well, I guess it's probably a good time to call it, since the outside cameras are probably all blurry with this light misting. Hopefully we got some decent footage. Even with the rain. I think sometimes the rain adds to it. Depends if you're a fan of the rain or not. So for now, I'm out of here. Happy hump day. That was Skagit Creek, not Skagit River anymore. see you guys tomorrow. I'm out of here. You guys absolutely rock.